Hello, human beings, and welcome to your meditation practice. My name is Bee Creole, and I will be leading you through today's guided meditation. Today, when I woke up, I couldn't really pinpoint whether I was feeling good or bad, but the word that just kept coming up for me was off. Feeling off, misaligned, and I knew that that was a really good sign that I can use today's meditation practice to recalibrate. Now, I don't know you personally, probably, but I can imagine that you know what it feels like to have an off day. Maybe you can't pinpoint exactly why you're feeling that way, but it's just a sensation in your body and your mind that really contributes to your experience. So in our practice today, we'll be using the breath as a way to refocus the mind. What that will then do is allow us to start over. Whether you're doing this practice in the morning, the middle of the day, the end of the day, it doesn't matter. This practice really teaches us that in every moment, with every breath we take, we can start over. So if you'll join me in a comfortable seat, if you're on a cushion like me, you can sit with your legs loosely crossed in front of you or tucked behind you. If you find yourself on a chair, just planting 2 feet firmly on the ground. If you're lying down, that's great as well. Maybe to feel a little bit more support beneath your feet, you bend up the knees and plant the feet on the ground or on the bed. And then as you situate yourself wherever you are, just feeling your body in space, feeling your seat plug down as your spine gets a little bit longer. If you're seated, you can imagine the crown of your head lifting up toward the sky. So there will be a slight tuck of the chin down toward the chest. And already right here, maybe you've begun to notice the breath, just overall how it feels to breathe in your body today. And whether that question or that feeling is sparking good, bad, or even just an overall sensation of feeling off, we try our best not to judge how we feel. So even if typically we would categorize our emotions as good, bad, or off, right now we're really just sensing them, feeling it out. And then from here, you can decide on your gaze, either eyes open or eyes closed. If your eyes stay open, your gaze will be cast down just a few feet in front of you. The blinking happens automatically. It's almost as if you're just taking in a panoramic view in front of you, so you're not fixated on one point. From here, just getting a good grasp on the breath, where you're experiencing the breath in the body. Usually through the nose, maybe you feel it in the back of the throat, down through the chest, maybe all the way to the low belly if the breath is on the deeper side. But again, just noticing, taking in this experience without judgment. as we try our best to pay attention to the breath, using it as our anchor point, we might notice that the mind has other plans. So when you notice that something distracts you, maybe it's an outside sound or even a thought or a sensation in the body, just call out what distracts you. Call it out in your mind. And then intentionally let it go. Release it. From there, you'll start to come back to the feeling of the breath in the body. And start over, begin again. And you repeat this process as many times as you need to. Could be every few seconds, maybe a couple minutes. But you give yourself the opportunity to start over. It's almost as if every distraction presents a new opportunity for us. So once again, when you notice that you're distracted, call it out in your mind, bring attention to it, and then intentionally release it, let it go. Return back to the feeling of the breath in the body, and start over, begin again. It might feel like a brand new experience to not judge how we feel, to not judge our distractions, but instead just release them, even if they come back. But through this practice, we're paving the way, we're creating a new path in the mind, and we strengthen that new path, that new way of thinking every time we practice. It might feel a little inauthentic or difficult at first, but over time that path becomes stronger and more accessible. So continuing this process, noticing what distracts you, letting it go, returning back to the feeling of the breath in the body, and starting over, begin again. In these final moments of our practice, giving yourself a bit of gratitude for showing up today and working with your mind. you start to transition out of practice, you can begin to open your eyes or raise your gaze. Maybe start to stretch the body a little bit, take up more space. Amazing job. Really nice work today. And as I mentioned during practice, this is difficult at first. In fact, it's difficult all the time, depending on where the mind is at. But the whole point of meditation is that we practice when we feel incredible, when we feel focused, energized, and when we don't, so that we can still come back to this place of stability and focus and maybe even peace within the mind. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe. I'll release a new meditation every week. If you would like to join my monthly or yearly membership where I offer yoga and meditation classes, you can check that out on my website in the link below. I hope you have an amazing day, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon.